Hey, in today's video, we're talking about some of the best apps that you can download, which make owning your Tesla Model 3 much, much easier. And before we jump into the studio to show you some of those apps, I just wanted to show you whilst I'm in the car. I'm just in an underground car park at the moment. Just a couple of tricks you can use also using your iPhone and the inbuilt Tesla app. So I'll show you that now. Okay, so if you have a Tesla Model 3, you almost certainly have an Android or an iPhone. And one little tip I want to show you before I get into the apps is if you are using, say, Google Maps when you're out and about, or even when you're in your car and you're searching for a location. I've searched for some Starbucks coffee shops here. Instead of just making a note of the postcode and then typing it into your Tesla Model 3, what you can do is simply tap the little share button up here, and then if you scroll across to your app section here, you'll see your Tesla icon appears in your app drawer. So what you can do is tap Tesla, and this is going to send the location from Google Maps to your Tesla Model 3. And there we go, we've instantly got directions without having to type anything into the Tesla Model 3. So now that's done, let me show you my top apps. Okay, so I thought I'd jump out of the car and into the studio. So the first app that I like to use is an app called ZapMap. Now, simply tap that, and it's really good for helping you find chargers in your area and chargers that are completely different speeds. But what I really like about it is you can tap any of these chargers that you can see here. So I'm in Manchester city centre, and if I tap this charger, let's say here, you can see it says Blackfriars Road. It tells you how many devices are available, and it tells you the kilowatt speed, so you can see if it's a slow or a faster charger. But what you can also do is hit the chat icon here, and you can also see if the charge has been successful, because as a user of this app, you can log in and you can leave notes about an app. So you'll often find if you check a charger first, you might see that it's been out of action for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. So I really like that. It also has some other features in here. You can actually plan a route from here. You can chat to other drivers, but I mainly use it for finding super fast chargers nearby. Okay, the next app I've been using is called A Better Route Planner. Now, if we tap that, this is really good for inputting details about your own car. So if you have a standard range, a long range, or a performance, you can put that in so that the app knows kind of your charge status or the capacity of your car. So you can put in a destination here. So I've put in Manchester to Norwich, which is a drive I do quite a lot because my family lives in the Norwich area. And as you can see, it shows you all of the Tesla chargers along the way, but it also shows you how long you will need to stay at each charger. But what I like about this is, unlike the built-in supercharging routing on the Tesla itself, you can say how much charge you want at the end of the journey when you arrive. So my family don't have a charger. There is one charger near my dad's house, but it always seems to be out of use. So I use this because I like to have 40% of charge when I arrive at my parents' house. That gives me enough time to drive around at the weekend and then get back to a supercharger in Kings Lynn on the way back. So I've set it here to have 40% of charge once I arrive in Norwich, and you can see it's showing me that I need to spend 7 minutes in Kings Lynn at supercharger, and that will take me from 37% to 56%. It will cost £3.68, and it should get me to Norwich with 40% left. So the next app I love using is called PlugShare. It's very, very similar to ZapMap, but I find that I just like using this one a little bit more. I can't put my finger exactly on it. I think the user interface is a bit cleaner. So if we look here, I've just gone to Swinton, which is sort of North Manchester. You can tap the chargers here. You can press the little eye icon. It will show you some photos of the charger. It will give you a little bit more detailed information about the costs. It will take you to the website. It will show you the chargers that are available. And just like ZapMap, it will tell you notes from other users who have been there recently and whether it worked or not. But what I just find in this area that I'm in at the moment, it may be different for you. Check ZapMap as well, of course, but there are just more pictures from each charger. So you can actually see, if I tap this, you can see what the charger actually looks like. And this just helps you find the charger. Maybe you're going to like a big industrial area and there's lots of places the charger could be. I always find with this app that the users on it around here take kind of better detailed pictures. And of course, that isn't the app's fault, that's just the users in each area. So have a look, let me know what you think out of ZapMap and this app in the comment section below. That one is PlugShare. Okay, so if you're new to Teslas or electric cars, you'll really like this next app. This is called Kilowatt. Now, I like this because it's super simple. When you first get a Tesla, if you're not tech-minded or you're just not really interested in learning about kilowatt hours and all that kind of stuff, it can be a little bit confusing to understand how long you may need to sit at different chargers and how long the charge from 20 to 80% may take before you get there, of course. So what you can do with this app is you can simply put in your car, you can choose the charger that you're stopping at. So let's just say I'm stopping at a 22 kilowatt charger, and I can now set the current battery level of the car, or what I think it will be when I get there. So let's say I'm at a 50% battery level. You can see there's two timers here at the bottom, and it shows you that the time at the moment of recording this video has just gone 4:30. If I want to go from 50% to 80%, it will be done by 10 to 7. If I want to go all the way to 100%, it will be quite long. It will be 10:30 by the time that's done. But it just means that you can have a little play around. We can go down to a 7 kilowatt charger, and you can see the time there changes at the bottom. We can drag this down, so we can say we've got 20% worth of charge, let's say, 21. And you can see it obviously takes a lot longer. But I just like to do this so I can kind of work out in my mind, if we go up to say 150 kilowatt charger, you can see the differences that, like the 50 kilowatt is going to be super fast from 20% to 80% in like easily less than sort of 20-30 minutes, which is cool. But if you're new to the world of EVs and Teslas, I just like this app because it helps you instantly understand, without driving anywhere, how long it will take you to charge your Tesla. Okay, so this next app isn't strictly an app. It's actually a web page, and it's part of ZapMap's website. But you can make this a launchable kind of like web app by pressing the share button and then go down to add to home screen. And it's just essentially a bookmark, but it's an easy way to launch this really helpful page. Now, again, if you're new to the world of Teslas or charging, working out how much a charge can cost you can be a little bit complicated if you're like me, you're not super great at fast maths. So what you can do here, you can go put your car details in. So I'm going to put Tesla, of course. Tesla, and I'm going to select the model. It's a Model 3. It's selected standard range. I'm going to change that to a long range because that's what I have. I'm going to click next. And then what you do next is you choose the public charger speed. So there's a BP Pulse charger near my house. I'm going to select that. The connection fee I know is £1.50. Check that before you go to each charger. Some are very high. The kilowatt per hour, I think it's 31 pence per minute, but some can be as high as 60 pence per minute. Some are cheap, like 15. Put in the real world range of your car. Just for the time of year, I'm going to put 310 miles. And then all you do is click calculate. And you can see here it's brought up the charging time of 54 minutes, the kilowatts added, the amount of miles added, the charge cost of £13.50, and the cost per mile. So I just like having this saved because it's a really handy way to work out how much a charge will cost you before you get to it. Now, as you can see here, I do have a lot of other apps in my EV charging folder, and I'm going to cover these in another video because these are actually the apps of the charging partners out there like Shell and BP Pulse. So I'm going to do a video about the best and worst chargers, how you get set up for them, do you need cards for them, can you use an app, all those kind of things. So if you want to learn more about the charging systems here in the UK and the best ones to use and the ones to avoid, make sure when you subscribe that you hit the notification bell and you'll be notified of that video when it goes live on the channel. So I hope that's helped. Let me know if it has. If you've got any Tesla questions, or if you'd like to see me do a video about anything Tesla or business related, let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.